The project started with super humble beginnings, and in fact, my background was not in agriculture. I grew up here in Sacramento, city kid. It was just two guys growing on, basically an acre and a half on a year-to-year leased property. And we were like, okay, well, let's just give it 3 years. We'll see, first of all, if we were cut out for this, because growing food is not easy. I think the goal in the beginning was to find out how well received this would be in Sacramento. Do people want an urban farm? Do people really feel like food can be a primary contributor to their health? Are we going to get this type of reaction that we think we'll get from the community? And really, from day one, it happened.
I've got several projects going on right now. The biggest project I'm working on is creating a youth garden. So the youth that come visit the farm are creating their own garden that's kind of a model of the larger production field. So it's smaller scale and something that they can work and cultivate. This place is kind of overwhelming to them at the first because there's animals, you have all this open space, there's a lot of people and activity, and they just kind of look like they've just arrived in a foreign country and they don't speak the language. And then through repeat interactions, they start learning the language. They get to know the staff, they get to know the behavior of the animals and how to interact with them in a positive way, and they get familiar with the seasonal routines of farming, and they just become naturally inquisitive. I actually need some help thinning these plants. I will.
So we're trying to give them the ability to respond in challenging situations, which is what a lot of our youth face, whether it's in their home environment or their school environment or their community environment. They're constantly being faced with challenging situations. The activities that we engage them here through our education program is to give them the tools to respond to those challenges. Maybe it's they learn how to cook food, maybe they learn how to interact more positively with adults, maybe they learn how to better speak in public, maybe they've really taken ownership of the agriculture piece and they want to go into some field related to nutrition or teaching or the actual growing of food. So that's our goal with the education program.
Steady. You don't see it, but how do you do that?
By putting a farm stand in front of the Head Start sites, it makes it very easy for people to not have to go out of their way. They could stop, pick up produce, and be on their way.
Everything that we do around food access has a couple primary components. One is we try to get food directly into the community. The two is we try to engage growers either from the specific community we're serving or immediately surrounding the community that we're serving, so that those farmers are actually producing food for residents that they know. They have an awareness of the community, they have a commitment to the community, and so there's some synergy there.
Thank you so much.
I want strawberries. I want strawberries.
Diego, what would you like to buy?
Strawberries.
Having the kids come out is a really fun thing for us. It brings a lot of energy to the stand. They're always excited, especially about the fruit, so we always try to give out samples of strawberries or apples or peaches or plums.
What do you want to buy? Diego wants a basket of strawberries.
I talk a lot about urban agriculture, the value of urban agriculture, the value of home-scale gardening, the value of community gardens, real working farms in the urban environment. But that's just part of the food system. We're just a piece of it. What we're trying to do is create a healthier food system, and integral to that is our rural producers, right? You can't separate the two. We're talking about connecting them. You know, you can have a handful of urban farms and just have a dent on the consumption locally. It's just a piece of the puzzle. So I really want people to understand that over time, that it is, you know, a much broader dynamic system that we need to support. If Sacramento can't do it with this climate and with the water and the soil and the population, if we can't make inroads into feeding ourselves and creating sustainability around that, good, healthy food, then it can't be done anywhere.